Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. All clear? No issues with the audio or the video, right, guys? Okay, great, awesome, guys, awesome. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? Good, great, amazing. What is the scenario? How was your day, guys? Was your day good, great, amazing? What is the scenario? Good. Okay, that's really great to hear, guys. Average. Okay, what happened, Dipanshu? Awesome. Good, good. How was my day? My day was also good. A little bit slow, but good. At the end of the day, we met some interesting people as well. Okay. So yesterday we saw some of the basics of web development. Okay, we tried to understand what are the five pillars of web development. Is everything okay? Less light on your face. I don't know why there is less light on my face itself. I'll try to install a table lamp right over here so that there's a little bit more light. Okay, but I'll do that at a later point of time. I don't have time right now. Okay, so today what we are going to do is that we are going to focus upon learning JavaScript, like intro to JavaScript itself. Now, JavaScript as a programming language was originally created. So a little bit of history before we are able to start hands-on on JavaScript itself. So JavaScript as a programming language, the original name of JavaScript was LiveScript. Okay, so there was this particular person called as Brendan Ike. Okay, there was this particular person called as Brendan Ike, guys. Now, this Brendan Ike got recruited and he was tasked with creating a lightweight programming language that can work on edge devices. What is edge devices? Edge devices like your laptop, your computer, your particular phones itself. Okay, these are some of the things that are there. Okay. Okay, that's great, Millam. I hope so that you will be focusing upon the classes. Okay. We need notes. Iksha, the definition of notes is that you guys have to create it on your own. Notes is something that is personal to you. Now, first of all, I don't have enough time that I'm able to create your notes itself. So you will have to create it on your own. The maximum that I can do is I can teach you guys. Okay. So that is the max that I can do for you guys. So, like I said, guys, like I said, continuing from there, so Brendan Ike was tasked with creating a lightweight programming language that can work on edge devices. So he created something called as LiveScript. Okay, that was the name of the programming language that he created. Now, the problem with LiveScript was because it was a new programming language, nobody was using that programming language. Okay, because it is a new programming language, right? So at that point of time, the most famous and the most in use programming language that was there was Java. Okay, Java was the most used programming language back in that particular time frame. So just as a marketing gimmick, okay, just as a marketing gimmick, they renamed LiveScript as JavaScript so that people might confuse that there is some kind of particular relationship between JavaScript and Java, and they start utilizing JavaScript more. And it actually worked. It worked so good that right now in the current particular environment, JavaScript is the world's most utilized programming language at the number one particular position, and Java has landed up at the fifth particular position. So that is the reason why these marketing gimmicks actually worked a lot back in the day, right? But again, please try to remember there is no correlation between Java and JavaScript, guys. They're as similar to each other as a particular apple and pineapple. Both apple and pineapple are a particular fruit, but the only similarity between them is the spelling, that is apple. There are no other correlations between the two. Okay, so always do remember that, guys. Again, so LiveScript is also the same name for JavaScript. Now, as what EU does, okay, European Union, they like to basically rename stuff. So they came and renamed JavaScript to ECMAScript. So if somebody says ES6, ES7, that basically means ECMAScript 6, ECMAScript 7. That is basically the versions of JavaScript. Okay, so both ECMAScript and LiveScript are nothing else but other names for JavaScript. Okay, so if somebody says, okay, ES6 or ES7, don't get confused. Don't act like, okay, I don't know about this. It is the same name for JavaScript, guys. Okay? So don't get like, oh, there's something new, what is happening right over there, and so on and so forth. So do not worry about these things. It is the same thing itself. Okay? So let's start with the practical hands-on itself. Let me share my screen first of all with you guys. So present, share screen, entire screen, share. So that should show my screen to you guys right over here. Now, please remember, there is a reason why I teach certain things in a certain manner. That is to teach you guys a little bit more about a certain topic. So I'm going to utilize, I'm not going to use a particular IDE. I'm not going to use a VS Code. I'm not going to use an online IDE, nothing else for the first few particular minutes, okay, for the first few sessions. That is for today. So don't try to think ki yaar, why are we using this? Okay, why are we not using VS Code? Why are we not using an online IDE? Because there is a reason behind that. I want to teach you guys something, and to show you guys that, I want to take up a alternate route of teaching. Okay? So please try to make sure, guys, that even though this question might come to your minds that why are we not using VS Code, why are we not using something like an online IDE, we will be using that in the upcoming classes. But right now, there is a reason behind it, and I will tell you guys that reason as well when the time comes. Okay? So will that be okay with everybody? Will that be okay? I shouldn't see the same question popping up on again and again that why are we using this? Why are we not using VS Code? I hope so that is okay with everybody present in the session, right? Yes, I can trust you guys on this. If somebody is late and you see that they are asking this particular question in the live chat, just help them out. Just let them know so that I'm able to focus upon in the class. Okay? Okay, thank you so much, guys. You are lovely. Okay, so let's do one thing. So I'm just going to open up a random particular website. You can open up any website that you like. I'm just going to do a right click on the website, and there is a lot of options that is coming up on my screen. I'm going to select the inspect option, guys. I'm going to select the inspect option from right over there. This will open up something called as the inspection panel or the developers console. Okay, both are the names for this. Okay, so as you're able to see inside of this console, there are a lot of different options available on your screen, right? There's console, then elements, then sources, then network, then you're having performance, memory, application, security, lighthouse, recorder, performance insights. So many different options that are available right over here. For us, what we want to do is start learning JavaScript. So I'm going to select something called as the console. I'm going to select something called as the console from right over there. This is the place where I'm going to write my JavaScript code. Again, there's a reason behind that. I'll let you guys know the reason in the next class. But this is where we are going to start with our stuff. The first and the most easiest stuff that happens in every single programming language when you start is to write hello world in that programming language. That is like the default, right? Any new technology that you're learning, any new programming language that you're learning, you start by writing hello world in that. So we will do that with JavaScript as well. Now the place where we are writing our code right now is called as the console, guys. The place where we are writing our code is called as the console. What do we want to do? We want to print hello world inside of the console itself. Now, there are multiple things in programming languages, but the language itself is usually taken up from English. Okay, it's an English programming language. So there is a term called as log. Let's assume I don't know mathematics, I don't know anything about programming. What do you understand by the term log in normal English? Not related to maths, not related to programming. Log in normal English, guys. Can somebody let me know? What do you understand by the term log in normal English, guys? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know the guys? Wood, okay, wood piece, very good. What else, guys? What else? Plank of wood. Anything else, guys? Log of tree, okay. Piece of wood, okay. Log of wood, okay. What else, guys? What else? Logarithms, okay. Branch, okay. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. I'm logging down the report right now. I'm logging into the platform. I'm logging out of the platform itself. I am logging down the data that you have provided to me. Log also means to record something. Okay, log also means to record something, guys. I'm logging down your report. I am logging into the platform. I'm logging out of the platform. So log itself basically means to record something, guys. Very good. Okay, sense of maintaining a record. Very good, guys. So in the exact same manner, what do we want to do right over here? We want to record hello world inside of the console. We want to record hello world inside of the console. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to write console. Okay, that is the place where we want to record. Dot, what do we want to do? We want to log stuff out right over here. Log, log. What do we want to log? We want to log hello world right over there. So this is how you basically create a very simple code that basically states that inside of the console, I want to record something. What do I want to record? I want to record this text that is hello world. Now, this particular semicolon at the end is like a full stop in English, right? Whenever a sentence in English is over, you put up a full stop after that. In the exact same manner inside of JavaScript as a programming language, whenever a programming sentence is over, you put up a semicolon at the end, demarcating the end of the programming sentence. Now, when I run this, as you're able to see, we are able to see the stuff hello world coming up on our screen. Okay, we are able to see hello world coming up on our screen, guys. Now, what will happen if I remove the semicolon? What do you think? If without the semicolon, what will happen? If I put the semicolon and I'm getting hello world, if I remove the semicolon from right over here, what do you think will happen, guys? What do you think will happen? Okay, somebody saying error will happen. Very good. What else, guys? What else? What else can happen if I remove the semicolon at the end? What else can happen, guys? Okay, error, good. What else? No error, it will print it. Okay, nothing will happen, everything will work absolutely fine. Okay, so there are just two options, right? Either there will be an error or everything will work fine itself. In this particular scenario, the right answer is that everything will work absolutely fine. There will nothing that is going to happen. If I press enter, as you're able to see, everything is fine, nothing is problem. We are not getting any kind of errors. We are still getting hello world on our screens. Now, the problem for that is that this is working fine because JavaScript has become intelligent. Okay, even if you don't put up a semicolon, okay, even if you don't put up a semicolon at the end, when JavaScript is trying to process what you have written, it will put the semicolon for you because it has become intelligent enough to be able to do that. But when you are going to write code inside of a company or inside of a particular code base or inside of a project that has multiple thousands of lines of code or even hundreds of thousands of lines of code, you cannot afford this. You cannot rely that, okay, JavaScript is intelligent enough to put up their semicolons. You have to put up the semicolons on your own because precaution is better than cure. If you are not putting up semicolons, and in some particular case, it might be possible that JavaScript might end into some kind of errors that are there, and that will cause a lot of problems to you guys at a later point of time. Will cause a lot of problems to you guys at a later point of time because for JavaScript, yes, it is intelligent that it is able to put down some particular semicolons for smaller pieces of code, but for very large pieces of code or very large code base, it might cause some kind of random errors that is not something that you want, right? So always do remember this, guys. Nevertheless, even if JavaScript is able to run without semicolons, always it is a good practice to put up semicolons. Okay, is that fine with everybody? Please let me know. Is that fine with everybody, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Amazing, guys. Amazing. Now, I want you guys to remember something right over here. This undefined that is coming up on our screen. Every time that we are running our code, we are getting this undefined that is coming up on our screen, guys. I just want you guys to remember this wherever it is coming up. When we will learn about functions, I will explain it to you guys. What is this undefined? What does this mean? And why it is coming up at some particular places and why it is not coming up at some particular places, guys. So please do remember this wherever you are able to see this undefined, but we will learn about it at a later point of time. Okay, so let's get started with the next particular thing, guys. Now that we have learned about printing something out, let's also learn about showing something to the user. What we are currently printing right over here inside of the console, it is only visible inside of the console itself. It is only visible inside of the console. A normal user who is just using the website will not be able to see it. But I want to showcase something to my normal user as well. So I can do that by sending him notifications. You guys must have seen, right? When you're using some of the websites, you get a notification that this particular website is using cookies. Are you okay with it or not? and then you say that okay, I'm okay with the cookies, and you never receive those cookies at the end of the day. You're never like, okay, the doorbell rang and you are opening the door and there is a box of cookies right over there. But you have seen these type of notifications inside of websites, right? So we can create such notifications right over here as well. To be able to do that, there is a certain keyword inside of JavaScript that is called as alert. Okay, alert basically means to warn somebody or to notify somebody. For example, alert, alert, and then I want to create an alert right over there. Let's say hello, welcome to DevTown. Okay, hello, welcome to DevTown. This is the message that I want to showcase to my user. As soon as I press enter, as you're able to see, I'm getting a notification on the website right now. I'm not printing anything up inside of the console. I'm getting a notification right over there that says new Chrome new tab page says, hello world, welcome to DevTown. That is what I'm able to get right over there, guys. As soon as I press enter, that notification will go away. But again, as you're able to see, undefined is still coming up right over here. Undefined is still coming up right over here itself. Okay. Who the fuck is this? Okay, so the next thing that is there is, now that we have showcased something to the user, okay, now that we have showcased something to the user, we want to take in an input from the user as well, right? We want to take in an input from the user as well. So how can we do that? By using something called as prompt. Okay, prompt basically means I'm prompting my friend to speak in front of his crush. Okay, I'm prompting my friend to throw this rock at that particular instructor itself, right? So prompt basically means you are trying to like take in an input, right? You're trying to make somebody do something. So here what we want to do is that we want to make our user, the person who is using our website, give us an input. We want our user to give us an input itself. How can we do that? By using prompt, P-R-O-M-P-T, prompt. What is your name? I'm asking a very simple question from my user itself. Prompt, what is your name? As soon as I press enter right over here, as you're able to see, we get a very similar notification to an alert. Very similar notification to an alert, but this time we also have an input field right over there. We also have an input field right over there, guys. What is your name? So I can just put up my name right over here, Shaurya Sinha, and I'm able to get that Shaurya Sinha inside of my console right now. Now, if you notice something, when I ran alert, I get undefined, but when I'm running prompt, I'm not getting any kind of undefined right over there. Are you guys able to see this? Keep this in mind, guys. Like I said, keep this in mind, this about this undefined right over there, guys. Okay, keep that in mind. Will you be able to do that? Please let me know. Will you be able to do that? Yes, great, awesome. The next thing that we are going to see right over here is that okay, so right over here, guys, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to learn about different kinds of data that exists inside of JavaScript. Now, it might be a condition in which you guys have already studied some other particular programming languages as well. In every single programming language, there are multiple kinds of data that exists. There's some text-based data, there is some number-based data, there is some decimal-based data, and so on and so forth. In every single programming language, this data has been divided into various different types. Now, please try to understand this. What you're learning in one programming language might be entirely different in another programming language. Otherwise, we would have the same particular programming language. Why would we will have so many different programming languages if they have all the same rules and regulations, right? So here as well, data has been divided into various different types, and let's learn about these data. There's a particular function called as the type of function. Okay, the type of function basically tells you the data type of a particular object, any object that you want. Okay, type of function will tell you the data type of a particular object. For example, let's check what is the data type of Shaurya Sinha. Okay, if I'm creating Shaurasana right over here, what is the data type of that? So that is coming up as a string. What if I create the same Shaurasana, but instead of using double quotation marks, I will use a single quotation mark right over here. Instead of using double quotation marks, I will use a single quotation marks. So it does not matter whether you are using a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark. A particular anything that you put inside of it will be called as a string. Okay, anything that you will put up right over here will be called as a string, guys. For example, I can put capital letters, small letters, spaces, numbers, special characters, anything that I want, I can put it inside of it, and it will still be called as a string. A string is a data type that contains any kind of numbers, any kind of special characters, any kind of small letters, capital letters inside of a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark. So our hello world, our Shaurasana, our this random thing that I've written right over here, all of them will be categorized as a string. It is a data type. Just like in India, you are categorized based upon whether you are earning well or not. There are so many different kinds of categories that have been created for human beings. In the exact same manner for data as well, these type of different categories have been created. Now, again, there are other categories as well. For example, you are having your particular numbers. So any kind of number, for example, 69 will be called as a number. Again, 6.912 will also be called as a number. So no matter if it is a decimal value or it is a normal value, it's still a whole number or a negative number or a negative decimal value or a negative whole number right over there. Everything will be categorized as a number inside of JavaScript. Okay, everything will be categorized as a number inside of JavaScript itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. No, you don't have to do TS right over there. Okay, great, awesome. The next particular data type that is there is called as your Boolean data type. That is true and false values. So your true and false values are called as Boolean data type. Sorry, what is FALSE false? Okay, true and false values are called as Boolean data types or bool in short. These are the values that you showcase for your and or gates. You guys remember and gates, or gates, nor gates, not gates, right? So you had all these different things right over there, right? Are you guys able to understand this? This is Boolean data type. I think so. You guys have already like understood this at a later point of time. Please let me know. Okay. The next thing that you guys have to work upon is basically your particular variables inside of JavaScript. So anytime, I think so, variables is a particular topic that you guys have already learned in your school days itself, right? Bananas is equals to 6, apples is equals to 7, fruits is equals to apples plus bananas. So fruits is equals to 6 plus 7, which is equals to 13 right over there, and so on and so forth, right? So all this is basically variables. Variables is basically you trying to find the value of your x which does not exist. ठीक है? Because x इसलिए है, वरना तो कोई value होता तो अभी current होती, right? So in the exact same particular fashion itself, okay, in the exact same particular fashion, you're having variables inside of JavaScript as well. That is to contain values inside of it. For example, to create a variable, it's actually pretty simple. For example, var name is equals to Shaurya Sinha. Okay, what I'm creating, I'm creating a var, right? I'm creating a variable. The short form for variable is var. What is the name of my variable? So I've named the variable as name, name. Okay, and then what is the value that it contains? It contains Shaurya Sinha inside of it. Now once I run this, I can reutilize name at any particular point of time. For example, console.log, and then I can just log out name right over here. So name now contains the value Shaurasana inside of it. So when I run this, I'm going to get Shaurasana in as my particular screen on my screen itself. So I can reuse it at any particular point of time. One of the best parts about strings is something that is called as concatenation. For example, 3 plus 5, we already know that is going to be 8, right? So using a plus symbol on numbers, it causes addition. 3.14 plus 3 will get 6.14. Now, why is there so many zeros right over here? I'm going to explain you guys in a few minutes itself. So do not worry about that. That is basically for precision itself. And we are going to talk about it as well. But nevertheless, you are able to see that we're getting 6.14 right over here. In the exact same manner, guys, you guys are having your particular concatenation. Okay. So what is concatenation? So SHAURY is Shaurya, that is one string, plus SINH is Sinha, that is another string. Okay. So as you're able to see, when I'm adding two strings up together, I'm able to get a single string called as Shaurasana. I'm able to get a single string on my screen called as Shaurasana, guys. That is what concatenation is. I can add as many strings as I want. For example, Shaurya plus I want some space in the middle. So I'm going to create an empty string right over here and then plus Sinha. So now I'm going to get a single string called as Shaurya space Sinha right over there. I'm going to get a Shaurya space Sinha right over there, guys. Are you guys able to see this? So this is called as concatenation. Now, one thing if you guys notice right over here is that when I did 13.14 plus 3, I'm getting an answer that is a little bit greater than the desired output. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. We're getting something that is a little bit greater than 6.14. Now, why is this happening right over there? The reason for that is this is called as approximation to the number they represent. Okay. So your particular decimal numbers that are there, the numbers that are there in JavaScript, to make sure that you are able to get a precise answer, they are stored a little bit greater than the number they actually represent. Let me share my screen with you guys. One note. This is a very interesting interview question, guys. It has become very interesting because nowadays it is being asked in interviews for both Python as well as JavaScript. So early on it was just for Python itself, but right now they have started asking this question for both Python as well as JavaScript. So we need to understand about both of them, right? So we'll just delete everything and we'll try to understand why this is happening. Komal, if you don't know about when you're going to get the Python and machine learning bootcamp certificates, I think so you have not attended the last particular session. I think so you shouldn't get the certificates as well then. Okay, because I can't do anything about it. If you don't know when it is going to get the certificates, I can't help you out with that. Okay, so right over here, guys, let's try to understand this. Any number that is stored inside of JavaScript, right? So let's say 3. 3 is actually stored as 3.00000000000000123 or something like this. It is not actually stored as 3. It is not actually stored as 3. It is stored as a little bit greater than 3. Any number that is stored in JavaScript. This is to maintain precision. What is precision? For example, if I do 3 divided by, or let's say, let's do something very simple right over here. Let's say we are having 0.8 multiplied by 0.8. What should be the answer, guys, according to you? 0.8 multiplied by 0.8. What should be the answer, guys? Think about it. What is the normal mathematics that is telling you guys? Normal maths that is telling you guys? 0.64, right? Everybody will say 0.64, right? But a computer will say that the answer is going to be 0.6. That is what a computer is going to say. It is not going to say 0.64. It will say 0.6. Now, if you ask a computer that, dude, why is it 0.6? It should be 0.64. Computer is saying that you are having one decimal right over here. You are having one decimal right over here. Then your answer is also going to be up till one decimal only. The answer is also going to be up till one decimal only. Where is this 4 coming in from? That is what the computer is going to say. That in your question, you are having one decimal right over here. Here also you are having just one decimal. Then where is this 4 coming in from? Your answer is going to be 0.6. Now, this is a huge problem with computers. This is a huge problem with computers, guys. And to tackle this in the new and upcoming programming languages, what programming languages started doing was, instead of storing a particular number as 0.8, they will store it a little bit greater than 0.8, so that you are able to get the answer to a lot more decimal values. Even if you do division or multiplication or addition or anything, you are able to get the answer to as many decimal points as possible. This is what is we call as precision, guys. This is what we call as precision right over there. That up till how many decimal points are you able to answer that? Now, when you do addition, right? When you do addition right over here, for example, 3.14 plus 3, this end digits that are there, 1, 2, 3, or anything that can be case. It is not exactly 1, 2, 3 at the end. It can be anything. It depends upon your processor. It depends upon your OS. Okay, it is different for different computers. Okay, so whatever is there at the end, that too gets added up. That too gets added up right over there, and hence that particular value becomes bigger, that the computer is not able to ignore it, and hence you are getting 6.1400000000001 at the very end. Okay, because the computer is trying to store the numbers as a little bit greater than the number they actually represent, and when you add these numbers up, that little bit also gets added up, and then the computer is not able to ignore it, right? That is the reason why you're getting an answer like this. So if anybody asks you about this, always answer it as, this is to maintain the precision so that the answer can be up till as many decimal digits as possible. Okay. Okay. So now that we have learned about variables, we have learned about concatenation, we have learned about this concept of approximate numbers itself. Let us try to utilize what we have learned up till this point of time to do a very simple task. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take in an input from the user, okay, the name of the person, and we are going to create a customized, notification to the user saying, hi, whatever your name is, hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Okay, this is what we want to do. We want to take in an input from the user, and then we want to showcase a particular notification to the user saying, hi Shaurya, or hi, whatever the name is, welcome to DevTown. Okay, so how can we do that? First thing, we will have to take in an input from the user itself, that is his name. So what code, okay, what code like are we going to write right over here to take in an input from the user? Can you guys let me know? What code should I write right over there so that I'm able to take in an input from the user, guys? Prompt. Very good, guys, very good. So I'm just going to write prompt. I'll just remove the writing tablet from here so that it does not come on screen. So PROMPT, prompt, what is your name? Simple, right? Prompt, what is your name? Now if I run this, I'm taking in the input from the user Shaurya, but I'm not able to reutilize this Shaurya anymore. It is coming, whatever input that the user gave, it is coming in my console, but I want to reutilize that. So what I want to do is I want to store whatever input that the user gave to me, and instead of it coming on the console, I want it to be stored inside of a variable. So I'm able to reutilize it again. Instead of it coming and on the console, I want to store it inside of a variable so that I'm able to reutilize it. How can I do that? I'm just going to create a variable for it. So var name is equals to what is your name? Simple, very easy. So whatever input that the user is going to give, that input instead of coming up on the console, it gets stored inside of the variable called as name. Okay, so if I run this right over here, I will give an input Shaurya. So that Shaurya is now saved inside of name. Okay, if I can check this out as well, I can do a console dot log and then name. So as you're able to see, Shaurya is coming up on our screen. Okay, code with Amit, I can guarantee you one thing, you are not going to get any certifications. Okay, because I've told a very clear thing that for certificates, it is very important that you listen to me carefully, you pay attention in the class carefully itself. Only then you are going to get your certificates. Now, if you don't even know how many days it is going to take to get the certificates, that means you are not paying attention in the class. So I am very sure you are not going to get any certificates from our end. I will make sure of that. If you want your certificates, please either you focus upon the class or you go back, revisit the classes of the previous bootcamp and try to see where I have mentioned that up. Because I can clearly understand from your sentence that you don't even know what I have said in the bootcamp. So I cannot help you out with that. Okay. Okay. So right over here, guys, let's do one thing. What we're going to do is we're going to use this particular variable right now to create a custom message for our user. Okay. So for that, we're going to create an alert, alert alert right over there. Okay. And then we're going to say, hello name, welcome to DevTown. Hello name, welcome to DevTown. Now name again is also a string. It contains a string inside of it. So your variable is also a string right over there, guys. It is nothing else. So we can use it for concatenation purpose. As soon as I press enter right over here, as you're able to see, I'm getting an alert. I'm getting a notification on my screen saying, hello Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to see that notification right over there, guys? Hello Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to see that? Please let me know. Guys, are you guys able to see that? Please do let me know. Yes? Okay, amazing, guys, amazing. So that is how we can utilize various different concepts to do something new with it as well. Okay? So I will stop the class right over there because I have some work. I have to do some work related to office right now. I'll stop the class right over here itself. What we're going to do tomorrow is that tomorrow we'll have a lengthier class. We'll have a class of 90 minutes tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish up with the basics of JavaScript and we'll start with our intro to React.JS as well. Okay, we'll start with our intro to React.JS tomorrow itself. Okay, tomorrow I have some work in the office, so I have to clear that up right now. Nevertheless, I'll give you guys the attendance link for today's class. Okay, so that you guys are at least able to fill up your attendance right over there. Okay. I'm feeling hungry. I'm not sleepy, but I don't know why, but I'm feeling very hungry right now. Okay. So let me create the attendance link. So today's attendance will be closed exactly in 5 minutes, guys. Once I provide you guys the attendance link, the attendance itself will close in exactly 5 minutes. Okay. So please be ready for the same, guys. Let me give you guys the attendance link for today's class. Again, the attendance link will be closed exactly in 5 minutes. From tomorrow's class, the attendance might be taken up anywhere in the middle of the class as well. Again, it is not necessary that I'll take it up at the end of the class. It can be taken up anywhere in the middle of the class. So if you're not there in the class on time, you will just miss out on the attendance. Okay. So can you please tell me the scope of MERN stack, please, sir? Tushar, it is enough that you will be able to get a placement, a good paying placement, but not just MERN stack. You'll have to do cloud computing and DevOps as well. Okay. So right over here, guys, the attendance link will close exactly at 9:58. Okay, at 8:58. Sorry, the attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:58, guys. So you guys can start filling up your attendance right now. At exactly 8:58, the attendance link will be closed. Okay, so you have 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. After that, it will be closed, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.